My name is and I am one of the leaders of the Kaapor Indians. We come from the Tupi line of native Amazonians. We live in an area called Alto Turiaçu of the Brazilian Amazon and have about 500,000 hectares of ancestral land that was legally demarcated for us in 1946. There are only about 1,500 Kaapor people in our tribe now that are still living on our reserve here today. In the old days, there were thousands and thousands of us, but many have died, and now we only have who remain here today. We used to live in only one village on the southern tip of our reserve, but then came illegal timber companies, woodcutters, and land speculators that invaded this part of our land. We have been fighting these invaders for a long time. We've been trying to get them off our land for more than 15 years. And for 15 years, this struggle has achieved nothing. They just ignore us and cut more and more of our forest down. And so finally we got organized with other tribes in our area. We went to the city and protested to the government authorities who are supposed to be representing us. We told them we had been fighting the woodcutters for 15 years and it was time to do something. We told them we would not be ignored anymore. The authorities who help us finally decided to do something about our situation. They called the federal police and had all the invaders removed from our land. And now today we have come to occupy the place the woodcutters had invaded. We are here to protect the land from further destruction because it is our land. I don't know what happened to the people who lived here. I don't know where they are. I only know they are gone, and we are happy. When we came here the first time, just after we learned the place had been vacated, only the men came. We wanted to look at the place first and make sure everyone was gone. Then, when we returned on the second trip, we brought our families that you see living today, right here. Here in this village where we are today, we have the great chief Petronio, and me, the second chief Valdemar, the leader here in this new village. In all, we have 6 families here in this new village. We're going to stay here, and we're going to establish a permanent new village in less than 1 year. When we first came here from our other village, we didn't need to bring any foodstuff with us. We don't need to carry any food with us because the forest provides everything we need. This here, turtles eat this. They eat these mushrooms. We call them turtle crackers.
Lá na cidade,
In the city, food is ready and waiting for you. You just order what you want and that's it. Here, we don't order food, we go after it, and we find it.
tem dois tipos de
There are two types of turtle we hunt, the one with white meat and the one with dark meat. We only eat the one with white meat because the other one is poisonous. This one has white meat.
melhor nossa alimentação aqui.
The turtle is one of the most common foods for us. It doesn't run, and it's easy to catch. That's why we catch it more than any other game.
Quando a gente anda, aonde não tem
When we walk in the forest where there is no water or no stream, we look for water vines, like the one we call the fire vine, or another one we call the turtle's ladder.
e a gente tora e bebe a água.
Once we find it, we just cut it and we drink the water straight from the vine.
Esse aqui se chama
This vine, in our language, we call ishipope.
aí o branco
The
chama
white man calls it turtle's ladder.
porque esse aqui para nós, porque esse fundinho aqui, ó. Isso que com
The
o
reason we
tempo
call it this is because in the time of Myra, who is our god, he used to send too much fire to the
do-
earth.
nessa terra.
The land turtle used this vine to climb up and escape the fire and go to the sky.
Quando o Maí tocava fogo na terra, ele subia por aqui. Para ele se livrar e ir embora mesmo.
Vou disparar um flash aqui, né?
E é frio, ó, limpa a água.
The water is very fresh, very cool, very refreshing.
Meninozinho desse daí quando
When the children are sweating or complaining about the heat, we put some water from this vine on them. We let it drip on them to cool them down.
Nós não precisamos carregar nosso.
Like I said, we don't need to carry food because there is already food for us in the forest. Most times, we only take a little manioc flour with us. But the rest, like turtle and fish and other things we hunt, are already there.
Por isso nós não carregamos.
That's why we don't carry food like you guys do, bringing food with you from the city into the forest.
Nós não, porque nós somos acostumados para isso.
We don't do that because we're used to eating this way. And that's good, because we like to walk in the woods and we like to eat the food we find there. That's what makes us happy.
Tauari, a gente usa.
Tabari is a tree we use for many things, but mostly we use it when we need to make paper.
Chega no meio.
If we're in the forest walking and we need paper, this is what we use.
Tabaco que nós chamamos, né? E
Many times we'll be carrying our tobacco but don't have any rolling papers. So we'll just peel off some bark, fill it with tobacco, and then sit down and have a nice smoke.
Mas mesmo tempo, sapupemos dela.
At the same time, we also use this tree to signal each other when we get split up, like this.
Babaçu.
Babaçu is another food we like. It's a worm we find inside these small coconuts. They get there when the beetle injects larvae into the coconut. The larva grows into what we call a gongo, and that's the part we like to eat. It's delicious, very delicious. It tastes like animal fat, like tapir's bacon. Sometimes we eat it raw, and other times we roast it. It's very tasty. It's one of our most favorite snacks in the forest. This tree here, we call this tree aparic in our language. The white man calls it amapa. We use the milk from this tree as a painkiller, like when we are all aching from hard work. We drink this milk and it makes us feel better. The milk is also good for preventing malaria. We drink this so we don't get malaria.
This is Portuguese que chama.
In Portuguese, it's called fire vine. In our language, we call it tiririmbo. This one has a lot more water than the one we drank before. When we drink from the fire vine, like now, it's an energy booster. We'll be able to walk for 10 hours. When you white men come to walk through the forest, you come prepared and carry this power bar. Us, no. We only need this. We cut it, we drink it, get full and throw it out. We don't need to carry anything. I prefer to use the fire vine rather than this here. I prefer to use the forest and the foods that we find there, like turtle, fish, and everything else. We prefer to walk and hunt in the shade of the forest because that's what makes us happy. And that's the reason why we've come here, to preserve our area, our way of life. We are going to recover this land, and we're going to stay the whole time making feasts and songs and living the way we did before. We don't want to lose our culture, so we're going to raise our children to be traditional Kapore from this point forward.
Sassão Kapor, Pirihá Kapor, Valdemir Kapor,
Pirão Kapor.
Geraldo Kapor. Eu sou Valdemar Kapor.